I'm Robin Carlin at the Denver Post Sports Desk. The best team in the NHL's Eastern Conference visited Pepsi Center on Thursday night, and they were sent off with a loss. That's right, the Avs, who kicked off a 4-game stretch at home, beat the Florida Panthers 3-2. Colorado got goals from Gabe Landeskog, Matt Duchene, and newly acquired Mikhail Bodker. Calvin Pickard had 39 saves on the night, and get this, he had 24 saves in the third period alone. And that set a new franchise record for most saves in a single period. He broke the record held by coach Patrick Waugh, who had 23 saves back in 1997. With the win, Colorado is tied with Minnesota for the final Western Conference playoff spot, although Minnie has a game in hand. The conversion crew over at Pepsi Center will be busy for the next few days. The Nuggets will host the Nets tonight, tip off at 7 o'clock. Then the hardwood gets picked up as the Avs host the Nashville Predators on Saturday afternoon. And on Sunday, it's back to hoops when the Dallas Mavericks come to town. CSU and CU will wrap up their regular season on Saturday. The Rams play Air Force in Fort Collins at 2 o'clock, and the Buffs head to Salt Lake to square off against the number 13 ranked Utah, the team who handed CU their only home loss of the season, a painful buzzer beater back on January 9th. That one tips off at 7:30. A victory over the highly ranked Utes would set the school record for regular season wins with 22. It would also likely shred doubts as to whether or not the Buffs will get an invitation to March Madness. CSU, on the other hand, will need to win the Mountain West tournament next week to receive an NCAA tournament berth. And that could be a long shot, considering the Rams are currently seated 8th in the Mountain West. But the same cannot be said for the number 25 ranked CSU women's team. They'll play their last regular season game tonight against Air Force. A win would make them undefeated in the Mountain West and move them to 18-0 in conference play and 28-1 overall. Over in the Desert Rockies, 23-year-old shortstop prospect Trevor Story continues to state his case that he's ready for his big league debut. He blasted a 3-run, 442-foot homer in the third inning in the Rocks' 6-5 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks on Thursday. With Jose Reyes out for indefinite time as Major League Baseball investigates allegations of domestic violence, Story has a chance to break camp as Colorado's starting shortstop. And finally, Broncos linebacker Von Miller will join the cast of Dancing with the Stars. The first episode will air on March 21st. Well, at least this way he won't get fined for dancing like he did for his infamous hip thrust on the field, one of which cost him over $11,000 this past season. You're all set for the weekend, sports fans. I'm Robin Carlin with some of our top stories from DPTV.